soap and safe water, not only after using the toilet. Avoid eating contaminated food. Also, wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly.
Let's work together to keep ourselves and our communities safe. Together, we can prevent cholera from spreading.
This message is powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Portugal have outdone Spain. 5 out of 5 for Portugal. That sees them celebrate.
Class act though, Cristiano Ronaldo going to Morata, player who missed the penalty. He's gone on all the Spanish players. Oscar de la Fuente as well, giving him a big hug, just a word in his ear again.
Who will remember his wonder goal against Germany in the semi-final. Dalot didn't get to play, but he does bring home a winner's medal. Rafael Leao played a big part in the latter stages of this final. But having waited for the others to step forward, it is once again Cristiano Ronaldo who takes the center stage. Power, panache. The Portuguese story is not about potential, it is about pedigree. The first team to win this competition twice. Portugal are the Nations League winners for 2025. He's won it all, but he is hungry for every prize on offer. And there will be a day when Portugal mourns the retirement of Cristiano Ronaldo, but that day has not arrived yet.
Well, for those who heard what the commentator said in the last 10 seconds of that speech was that a day will surely come when Portugal will mourn the retirement of Cristiano Ronaldo, but that day hasn't come yet. Well, that was a night where Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal, had to defeat Spain to lift the UEFA Nations League title once again. With that, we welcome you to Kickoff Sports Show this morning. It is a cold Monday morning here in the city of Ibadan. Well, it is a public holiday here in Nigeria, and I don't know what is happening in other countries, but hey, in Germany, it was a victory for Portugal. But remember, in France, it was a victory period for the likes of Coco Gauff and Carlo Alcaraz. And well, looking at other games that also went down over the weekend, we'll be looking at this. But hey, Emma Raducanu is settling for her ex-coach. And well, for Victor Osimhen, no longer news that is not going to Saudi Arabia. But where will he be headed? We don't know. And well, for Rashidat Ajibade is yet to make confirmation of where her next destination will be after saying goodbyes to Atletico Madrid Feminian. But let's go straight and talk the NBA this morning. Remember, the NBA final game 2 went down at the wee hours of today. And guess what? It was the expected team that most of us, okay, maybe myself, is backing for the NBA title. Oklahoma City Thunder coming back to game 2 to win, to tie the series 1-1 in a 123-107 victory over Indiana Pacers.
Regular season, and Wallace right away scores on the first basket. Right there, but defensively, as you see, the pressure that he puts, he gets in that starting lineup because the amount of trust that coach has in him.
Pascal Siakam knocks down the three-pointer. The three-point shooting amazing, Doris.
Pascal becomes a very tough matchup.
Holmgren fakes, gets past Neesmith. Holmgren gets inside, partially blocked, gets his own rebound, back up and in. Well, they had a 9-point lead after the first quarter in game 1. As Dort left open, a couple of feet behind the arc and nails the three-pointer.
A single turnover after 9 minutes in the fourth. That aided that comeback.
Gildas Alexander pulls up, knocks that one down. That's his first bucket. Jalen Williams almost lost it. Gildas Alexander for 3.
I still think Jalen Williams has to slow down a little bit. There's 2 times where he's almost lost the ball, almost turnover situations.
Meanwhile, an answer, Nimhard from the right corner. Pacers 2 for 7 to start from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander leans in. Toppin does not go for the fake. Caruso from Hartenstein knocks it down. So Dort picks up SGA on the drive, pulls back, jump shot, got it. Shea Splendor on full display here in game 2. On for Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside, draws the foul, banks it home.
20-point game, he wants that pressure to be constant.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out. Caruso lines up a 3. It's good. A 20-point game for Caruso off the bench. And here's going to come the ovation as Williams and Holmgren will come off the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander as well. The job well done from the big 3 to even up these finals. But as usual, their response has been excellent.
So the way it went down on the game 2 of the NBA final between OKC and the Indiana Pacers. Well, for the game 3 of the NBA series, the NBA final series is going down on Thursday morning by 1:30 a.m. Now, moving away from that, let's talk tennis. This morning, no longer news that Kickoff lifted the WTA title of the WTA category of the Roland Garros, the French Open. Well, we saw different statements made. Even, well, she confessed in a paper where she wrote that she would win the French Open in 2025.
Okay, first I would like to thank God for always keeping me covered. I was going through a lot of things when I lost in this final 3 years ago. I'm just happy to be here. A lot of dark thoughts, and just the fact that I stayed to it just means a lot to be here. Next, I would like to congratulate Irina. You're a fighter. You're our #1 player in the world, and I know today was a tough match, but you deserve all the results that you've been having, and every time we play, it's such a tough match for me, so congratulations, and hopefully we play many more in the future. And congrats to your team as well.
Well, let us also see what happens in the next meeting of Kickoff and opponent which she defeated, who happens to be the world #1 in tennis. But for Kickoff, she did well, beating Arina Sabalenka, coming from a set down of 6-7 to win 6-2, 6-4. But let's talk about Carlo Alcaraz, a man who made me happy, coming from 2 sets down of 4-6, 6-7 to win 6-4, 7-6, 7-6. How did that happen? Remember, I said it on Saturday that if Yannick Sinner had won, I would go call police. But let's take you back to what happened last night. A game that went into 5 hours.
Well, I don't know where I'm gonna find, the energy to have more interviews, but it's great to speak to you guys. Excited about everything. Honestly, I can't believe I'm standing here talking to you guys. So I'm just really happy and I'm proud about everything. John, honestly, I don't know what I did. Honestly, I don't know what happened. 5-3 in the fourth, low 40. I didn't thought about anything else. I just being going point after point and putting my heart into it and my all energy into it as well. I try not to give up. We were in a final of a Grand Slam. It wasn't time to be afraid. It wasn't time to give up. I just tried to fight until the last ball. Really happy to save that much ball, and I knew that 7-5-4, 7-4 game. It wasn't easy because closing the matches, it's always tough, even tougher when you had 3 match ball and you didn't make it. So just try to put my heart into it, trying to go point after point. And after all, in the first set, playing such a great tennis. I hope, the people enjoy it as well. I think it was a really
I think so.
a pretty good match to enjoy. So thank you.
Well, Carlo Alcaraz are talking to McEnroe in that one yesterday after the victory. But I would say congratulations to Carlo Alcaraz. Congratulations to Coco Gauff after claiming the titles in the WTA, the ATP of the Roland Garros. Well, so like I said, I was going to call police, but so the police should just go and sit down right now. But now, still talking tennis on the show. And let's talk about Emma Raducanu this morning, who says that she will be working with a former coach Nick Caverde and Mark Peche during the grass court season, but aims she's not in top shape due to a back problem. The former US Open champion splits with Caverde in January this year after he stepped back from coaching for health reasons. Now, speaking on the eve of the HSBC Championship at the Queen's Club, Raducanu talked about practicing again with Caverde and said both he and Peche will be coaching her up to and including Wimbledon. So let us see how this relationship will work for Emma Raducanu. But looking at games are going down today at the Libema Open. Games are going down. The ATP 250, Gabriela Diallo will take on Alexander Vukic. Nuno Borges against Ninchen Basaveretti. And Nicolas Jarry taking on Luciano Dalderi. Botic van der Zaklop will be up against Mafia Bellucci as Jordan Thompson battles Alexander Kovacevic. Well, we've got more to go down today in the world of tennis. Going straight to Germany at the ATP 250, Benjamin Bonzi will take on Jirili Heka. Jakob Fernelli against Brandon Nakashima. Matthew Naldi will be up against Jan-Lennard Struff. That is going down by 2 p.m. By 4 p.m., we have Roman Safulin taking on Giovanni Pettis Pericard. And in the WTA category, the Libemar Open, Ariana Atono will take on Elisabetta Cocchiaretto as Veronika Kodemantova will be up against Polina Kodemantova, and that will be going down by 10 o'clock this morning. Maria Osorio will battle Anastasia Sevastova by 11:30. Victoria Tomova battles Elisa Mertens by 11:30. Lulu Son against Anok Vraken Pictures by 1:30. And the last game for today will see Katerina Siniakova against Anna Blinkova. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed to see what happens in this tennis championships going down across the globe. Now, we go and look at more updates, but now we talk football. After this timeout, it is Kickoff Sports Show live on Solutions 93.9 FM. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. Do not go anywhere.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Awenia Arena Event Center?
Awenia Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they will work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Awenia Arena really nailed it.
Yes, they did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Liberty, Okado, Ibadan, or call 0809-360-7888 or 0706-899-4970 to book your event today. Awenia Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
My guy, you dey feel dull? Body just dey slow like Monday morning. Abeg, no dull yourself. Now boom boom you need. From the first sip, everywhere go clear, your eye go open, your body go ginger. You wan hustle? You wan run am for gym? You dey on the move back to back? Now boom boom go give you the energy to show face steady, sharp, clean, no yawa. Now the energy drink wey dey match your vibe. Streets no dey sleep and you no suppose slow down. With boom boom, the energy drink wey NAFDAC approve, you dey ready for anything from Naija traffic to late night waka. No gree for dull moments. Boom boom day, pop palm, sip palm, make everywhere go boom. You will get Boom Boom Can Energy Drink for stores where they near you. Boom Boom, energy with Sabi. Stay on go, party hard.
Abeg, why all this commotion for Mommy Dolapo's shop?
It's Rocky by Chin Chin, oh. Everybody's saying a better snack all day long.
Now wow. This Rocky by Chin Chin, they're good for money snack. What are you eating that got you so excited like this?
Mr. Tunde, na Rocky by Chin Chin, oh.
Rocky by Chin Chin?
Yes, Oga. It's very delicious and nourishing.
Are you serious?
You don't believe me? Go ahead, have a taste.
Wow, no wonder everyone is crazy about it. Mary, help me and go get some Rocky by Chin Chin so I can use it for breakfast.
Okay, sir. Rocky by Chin Chin. Very delicious. Yummy. Rocky.
Rocky by Chin Chin. Unleash the unstoppable snack adventure. Produced by Sumal Foods.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Fighting spirit, the togetherness of the team. We knew it would be a very difficult game. Spain is one of the best national teams in the world. Play brilliant football. They have amazing footballers, and we knew how tough they will make it to us. But we know also that we have such a good team, and when we have this togetherness, it's very difficult to beat us. It doesn't change anything. For us, our aim is always to win. Anything that we are involved, we always said we're just small on size, but we're big in talent, big in personality, and we just want more and more, and we will get there.
Small in size but big in talent, Bruno Fernandes of Portugal speaking after Portugal defeated Spain on penalties at the final of the UEFA Nations League. Still Kickoff Sports Show live on Solutions 93.9 FM. Remember, we are live on your radio set 93.9, and we're live on Facebook, YouTube channel Solutions 939 FM. Search, click like, click follow, click subscribe. On TikTok, Solutions 939 FM. Now let's talk more about the UEFA Nations League. Not really a good news for some players, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. For those who have been supporting Lamine Yamal, but it happens, right? But for Nuno Mendes, he backed up Paris Saint-Germain's teammate Ousmane Dembele for this year's Ballon d'Or after saying he cancelled out Lamine Yamal during Portugal's UEFA Nations League final win against Spain. Now, a 5-3 penalty shootout to win following a 2-2 draw in Munich sealed a victory for Portugal, and a tear for Cristiano Ronaldo, who had earlier limped out of the game due to injury. Mendes was named the player of the match after an outstanding game for Roberto Martinez's team, in which he scored his team's opening goal before dominating in his one-on-one clash with teenage Yamal. Okay, now talking about Roberto Martinez, he also spoke about the victory of Portugal, how successful, what that also meant for him as a manager who struggled in England as a coach and now managing the national team in Portugal. Well, he made this clear while speaking with a Nigerian journalist, Omar Akatuba, in Germany last night.
I think the feeling is difficult to describe because it's an incredible satisfaction, because this was the most demanding format that you could have. 10 games, you got the quarterfinals, we played home and away Denmark, we had to come back from behind, we played Germany at home, Germany that had a full stadium, we had an incredible personality. So from every aspect, we've been growing up in the tactical aspects and the concepts that we can use, but today was about that resilience, never die attitude, belief with each other. What we did, it just fills me with incredible satisfaction and pride, but is what the players did, is the moment to enjoy that and what it means, this trophy for our fans. We were in the Euros here and we felt disappointed to lose in the quarterfinals in the penalty shootout, and I think football gives you another opportunity, and I think we took it and we paid our fans back that they totally deserve it.
Well, Roberto Martinez, the coach of Portugal, speaking there. Well, commentator Jalasho Henry, good morning to you. Saying Nuno Mendes is something else this season, but I thank him for letting Fabrizio Romano to reduce his post. I'm happy Portugal put Spain in pain. Okay, watching you from Araro. Marking day, guys, keep sending your messages on the Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. But for those of you who got disappointed with what happened last night, let us also get your thoughts. Well, for someone, I won't want to mention her name, had to sleep off after Portugal equalized. When Cristiano Ronaldo equalized the game to make it 2-2. Alright, so now let's take a more update on the show. This morning, although for Portugal's keeper Cristiano Ronaldo, after shedding tears of joy, made it clear that the job is done. Is he trying to say goodbyes to the Portuguese national team? We don't know yet, although he still wants to play football at that age. A sad one here says UEFA confirmed the death of a spectator during Portugal's Nations League final win against Spain in Munich on Sunday. Now, a supporter fell from the second tier of the main stand onto the seating area below in the final minute of the game at Allianz Arena. A thought to the family of this fan. Now, let's talk about Polish striker. Barcelona forward Robert Lewandowski saying that he will not play for his country while Michał Probiaz is manager after being replaced as captain. So there's some players that they just feel like maybe they're entitled to that captain armband, or maybe they're entitled to first team shirt. Now the 36-year-old striker has 85 goals in 158 appearances for his country, but is not part of his nation's national team squad during the current international window. So saying that the coach doesn't believe in him. Well, remember what also happened in Belgium, right? Thibaut Courtois also, exited the team because of the coach. There are so many players, they don't really have that smooth relationship with the manager. But hey, a manager is a manager. There's a way you need to manage your players as well. Now let's talk about a manager who got fired after the team conceded 3 goals days ago. That is Luciano Spalletti of Italy. Now he has been fired from his role as Italy's coach, with the manager announcing the decision himself on Sunday in the wake of the heavy loss to Norway, but he will still take charge of today's game against Moldova. Now let's look at games going down today across Europe, even away from Europe, for the World Cup qualifiers. Well, Estonia will take on Norway in the Group I of the UEFA qualification for the World Cup, while Italy battles Moldova. All these games will be going down 7:45. And in Group J, Kazakhstan will take on North Macedonia at 3 o'clock today. And by 7:45, Belgium will be up against Wales in that Group J. In Group L, Croatia battles Czech Republic as Gibraltar take on Faroe Island. All these games go down by 7:45. Remember, we've got international friendly games going down across the globe. Uganda taking on Gambia, Liechtenstein against Scotland, Kosovo battling Comoros, Montenegro will be up against Armenia, Cameroon taking on Equatorial Guinea as Morocco battles Benin Republic. Well, so if you want to succeed in life, take a lesson from this guy, a true example of sheer hard work and relentless determination. Cristiano Ronaldo has shown the world that talent may get you noticed, but it's discipline, sacrifice, and an unbreakable mindset that build a legacy. Commentator Jalal Henry, thank you very much for that message. Now let's talk transfer stories as we wrap up the show from this corner. Well, let's go straight to Leicester City that got relegated to the Championship from the English Premier League. Leicester have announced a new contract for highly rated teenager Jeremy Mongar. The 15-year-old is the second youngest player to have played in the Premier League. Well, remember, Cristiano Ronaldo's situation remains uncertain despite offers. Now, we're getting an update that his club in Saudi Arabia is happy that he wants to stay. Now, Brentford are prepared to listen to offers from Tottenham for head coach Thomas Frank, who would be interested in speaking to sports if giving permission. Remember, coach of Tottenham Hotspur, Ange Postecoglou, got fired on Saturday, and Thomas Frank is the man who has been tipped to replace him. Now, Chelsea target Victor Osimhen has accepted an offer to join Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal. That's according to Sky News in Italy. An image rights issue in a deal to take Kevin De Bruyne to Napoli has been resolved, and he's expected to sign a 2-year deal. But remember, Victor Osimhen made it clear when he came back to Nigeria over the weekend, saying that he's not going to Saudi Arabia. So I just feel like either the media right there in Italy don't like the face of Victor Osimhen anymore, or they just feel like they can just be dropping different stories. But the man in the news has been confirming to journalists here in Nigeria that is not going to Saudi Arabia. But anything can say happen. Let's just get that straight. Okay, so now let's go straight to Crystal Palace as we wrap up the show. Felipe Mateta is in talks over extending his Crystal Palace contract, but clubs such as Manchester United and Juventus are also interested in signing him. That's another deal. We'll talk more about transfer stories and more football stories by 6:30 this evening on Extra Time. Well, coming up next is from the dailies, Adedamola Lafenwa and Comrade Ayodeji Adishokwe are coming in right now. A lot of people talking about the drama that happened in Lagos days ago between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Handshake or no handshake, but Babajide Sanwo-Olu came out to say that there's no issue. It is a father and son thing. Umo Eno decamping to APC. So APC is the biggest party, but now let's talk about, in the next few days we'll be celebrating June 12, right? Can we really say we have democracy in Nigeria? In democracy, you must have opposition party, but it's like now we're almost going to a one-party system. Comrade, how you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Umo Eno, he said it happened, decamped, but some commissioners did not decamp with him. And some are already predicting that, hey, this man doesn't look popular and he may not win, will not even win his second time.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we really enjoying democracy in Nigeria?
You see, democracy is not an event. It is a journey. The so-called cedar climbs, we reference the United States. Don't forget, since 1776, over 300 years. And just a couple of years ago, somebody was going to torpedo that 300-plus years history. And that's still democracy. So, we shouldn't think it's just like a marriage. You have the wedding. Wedding is the event. Then you are certified fit for the journey. Then you now start the journey of marriage itself.
So you signed the contract before you sign. You signed the contract before you enter school.
And it's a lifetime contract.
A lifetime contract.
So democracy is not an event, it's a journey. We are evolving. And our evolution will be Nigerian. We borrowed the system. But, just like Damola and I just talked about a couple of minutes here, we are evolving.
Okay, so borrowing a system, just like how Nigerian football is borrowing the system in Europe, and we are just still trying to fix.
Customize.
Yeah, saying it is Nigerian Professional Football League, it is Nigerian Premier League, it is Nigerian League. By the way, come and run your league this morning from the dailies. Do not go anywhere, guys. From the dailies coming up right now. Muno, Itai Ami. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. I'll be back by 6:30 p.m.